So what we started out with a gooseneck ball is in the bed of the truck. We took a 4-flat adapter. It plugs right into the 7-prong, and this is just an adapter, runs right through that hole. And the other side of that is a 4-flat. That allowed us to wire the brake lights, the turn signals for our Lance Camper plug, which is mounted right here. So a Lance Camper plug, that's a proprietary plug, and it has 6 wires. 2 are 8-gauge wires that run from the battery, and these run some large appliances in your Lance Camper. That is wired right here. So we purchased 8-gauge wire, ran 2, one from the ground right there, and one from the positive side. The positive side is going to have an inline fuse. They both run back to where we made the connections. We made those connections under the truck right here. They run back to the 8-gauge that's in the pigtail of your Lance Camper plug. We used a flat 4 adapter in the 7-prong in the gooseneck of our flatbed. In that, we put the turn signals and brake lights. Wired that into the Lance pigtail. The only other wire that we needed to run was backup lights. And what I did was ran that wire. It's a little bit difficult to see here, but I ran it to the back of the truck so that when I put the truck in reverse, I just came back and tied, right here we are at the back of the truck. This black wire is to the side of the truck, to all the lights, the brakes, the backup lights, and turn signals. The yellow wire is one I ran, and that runs the backup lights. That powers the backup lights. I spliced into the one on the back of the truck, and that powers the one for the Lance plug. Here we have a brand new Lance truck side plug. And as you can see, a small diagram here. So the diagram, you'll be able to see everything from that. However, we have a black and a white 8-gauge wire. These right here, they're your large ones. They're gonna come back from your battery. The black is going to be your 12-volt power. The white is going to be your ground. We'll come over here to the 14-gauge green. That one is going to be your running lights. The next one is a 16-gauge red. That is your left turn signal. Then we have a 16-gauge brown. That is your right turn signal. And last, we have the yellow, and that is also a 16-gauge wire, and that is your backup lights.